Cervical checks really aren't anyone's idea of a good time. Not surprisingly, having even the most gentle and experienced gloved fingers reaching up to assess your cervix can be pretty uncomfortable. Happily, while they used to be done routinely starting in the 9th month, that's no longer the case, and many providers do them only as needed, for instance, to assess the best way to induce labor. Cervical checks do give valuable info. They tell you and your care team if your cervix is effacing, stretching and softening, how dilated you are, and what station your baby has reached in your pelvis. In other words, how close to the exit. But it isn't necessarily news you can use. A mom's cervix can go from 0 to 10 centimeters in just a matter of hours, or it can stall at 2, 3, or even 4 centimeters for weeks. So whether the results show a lot of progress or very little, a cervical check can't predict precisely when labor will start. Still, if you're a need-to-know kind of mom, there's no reason to decline a cervical check at those late-breaking checkups unless you want to. Just remember, what you learn won't mean much unless you're starting to notice other signs of labor, like pelvic pressure, a blood-tinged mucousy discharge, crampy back pain, intensifying contractions, and of course, your water breaking, which is always a sign to call your provider right away. Some hospitals do routine cervical checks during labor too. But if you'd like to minimize any that aren't medically necessary, state that in your birth plan or let the nursing staff know. There will be other indicators of how far along you are, like the frequency and intensity of contractions. So it's not likely you will dilate to 10 centimeters without anyone noticing, especially you. But since labor doesn't always go according to plan, know that cervical checks might become necessary to assess and manage your care. If that's the case, take a deep breath and remember that keeping you and your baby safe is always the best plan.